good morning. Welcome to Saturday out of the studio. You may notice that this is not the Stampin' Up! Studio. We are actually in Auburn, Nebraska. Don't know where Auburn is? It's near Nebraska City, or look on a map.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July. We are here to celebrate 4th of July with some family, like 100 family and friends. That we don't know all of them, but that's okay. It's just a fun time at Aunt Ellen and Uncle Bill's house. And they have an amazing pyrotechnics show, so much so that Uncle Bill got his pyrotechnic license, and he notifies the FAA to not have planes go over as he's doing the show. So it's a pretty amazing show. We haven't been here in a while and we're excited to be here. So hopefully you're doing something fun this weekend too. I'm going to show you today more about the soft pastels, and I found two other ways that I really like to use them, so I wanted to show you those. I did show you on Wednesday a bit, but and part of that is, remember, when you order $50 this month, you get the soft pastels for free. So I will send those to you. All right, let's get started here. So I am going to make a card, and I'm going to use this as my palette. So we're going to use...
What is that?
Oh, this is a clear acrylic block. Thank you. It's the largest of our blocks. It is block F. So it is the largest of our blocks. Thanks, Dave. So I'm going to use our soft pastel assortment, and it does have the colors listed on the back, the exact Stampin' Up! Colors. And I'm going to go ahead and use this Poppy Parade one. I'm going to take an X-Acto knife and shave off some of the chalk. And that's how I'm going to be able to pick it up. Okay, so I am going to, the papers I brought that I want to stamp on is this basic white paper, which you know comes from, can't imagine how many times I've used this, scalloped contour dies. I cannot even count how many times I've used this. Unbelievable. It is the best set of dies that we have right now. All right, so I'm going to stamp using our I'm going to use the stamp set that goes with it, color and contour, and I'm using this flower right here, okay, because I want to color it in. So I'm going to stamp in Stays On because I don't want it to smudge because I'm going to be using water. So let's go ahead and stamp. We're going to stamp our little, there we go, in Stays On. And then I'm going to go ahead and color, color it in. I just need something to wipe that off with. I'm going to color it in. I always need something from Dave, right? I'm going to use my water painters. And they come in 3 different sizes. So let me just show you those. They come in a small, a medium, and a large. I know I put alcohol, rubbing alcohol, the highest percentage I can, in these 2, and I know this one has water. For no other reason than that's just what I did. So I'm just going to use this one, and I'm going to get some of that water out, and that's what I'm going to use to make a little paint. And then I will go ahead and, thank you, go ahead and paint my poppy. And you can see it's kind of, obviously, watercolory, a little bit light. So, and I'm obviously turning this brush this way because it's a very thick brush and I don't need all that thickness. So, just moving that around. Just put my contacts in so I feel like I'm a little blurry yet, but that's okay. All right. So if I can do it when I'm blurry, anybody can do it, right? Okay, so there's my flower using just the Poppy Parade. If I want a little more, of course, you can go back, get some more, make it a little darker. It's just painting, which is quite relaxing, actually. I am not a painter, but this makes me feel like a painter. All right, I think that's quite pretty. And this, to clean this, you literally just take it and keep brushing it off like that on a cleaner, on your, what's the scrub called?
Chamois.
The chamois, yes. I'm going to see if I can get some of this black off because I'm going to stamp on the sides in Versamark. Now remember, Versamark just creates a watermark effect. Really want to make sure that I'm going to test it on this side just to make sure the black is off. Okay. I'm going to stamp using Versamark. Remember, Versamark is our watermark. And I'm going to stamp. Clearly, I didn't have it off last time. There we go. This time it's better. And I'm going to stamp 2 flowers, one on either side. And I'm actually going off the paper a little bit. There we go. I'm going to move. Okay, so there's my Versamark. And the chalk will stick to the Versamark. So I'm going to use the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to shave a little bit more so I can pick up some of that. And this time I'm just going to use a Q-tip and pick up the powder and put it on these 2 flowers. Just a gentle touch. I tried using the blending brushes. I feel like they're just too big. It's a little bit hard for me to get the image. I'm going to just tap that off up here. Yeah, I think that looks good. Let's get the middle. Okay, I'm going to flip it over and do this side.
With our non-studio lighting, we're not seeing that very well, but
Oh,
Lisa
sorry.
will hold it up to the camera here in just a second once she
Of course
finishes
I will.
this second one.
Shucks. All right. Anybody join us yet? Make sure you say hi so we know you're here. Also, when you make comments, it helps us get out to more people. All right. The other thing I want is right inside. I'll hold that up so you can see it. Yep. So.
Tilt. Oh, yeah,
Is that good?
it's just kind of right.
Oh. He just broke the lampshade. All right. And I'm going to go inside here and just actually paint a little bit with the water. Or I could, I think, let's see if we can use the Q-tip right here. I just want to get, there we go. I'm just going to color the inside here. I just want a little bit of the yellow in there. Okay. But so there I used water and a Q-tip. Okay.
Actually, shade it a little bit when there's shade. No.
I can't see the camera, obviously, so you can't see it?
The sides are just.
All right, well, I'm going to move on anyway. So hopefully they can see it well enough.
Hold it back up there.
How's
There
that?
we go.
Oh, there we go. How's that?
Now we see it.
Oh, okay. You couldn't see it at all? No, that's not
The
good.
side pieces you couldn't see too well.
Gotcha. Now you can see them. Okay, so I'm going to put that. This is a So Saffron piece of paper that also I die cut out of the contour dies. And I'm going to, of course, pop these up with dimensionals. And I do have dimensionals here. They're right here. So I'm going to pop these up with dimensionals. Dave's just going to hold his arm under the with a catalog under the light. Is that better? Well, you know what? This makes us thankful, really thankful for our studio lighting. So we'll just go with that. And he's using the camera or using his shading techniques. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. And then remember my color was Poppy that I chose. I'm going to cover up my Versamark. My color was Poppy, so I'm going to go ahead and use a cardstock piece of Poppy.
Morning, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Poppy Parade. Use my bone folder to get that better in the middle. There we go. All right, and let's go ahead and put this right there. Isn't that pretty? I think it looks really pretty. Of course, we're not done yet. We have to add a few more things. Can you see it or you can't see it? Okay. Like, I don't want them to not miss these fantastic cards that I'm making. All right, so I'm going to put that there. Now we just need a little sentiment. And so I have not shown you this before, but this is the stamp set I'm going to use. It's called Inspired Thoughts, and there are so many sentiments in here. We've got sheltering you with love at a time when words fall short. Sometimes I feel like we just need that. A hello, you make a difference every day, heartfelt sympathy. It's your time to be remembered, to feel appreciated, and to know you're celebrated. Love that. There's also a Christmas one, thinking of you on your special day, sending healing thoughts your way. Congratulations. Thank you so much. So lots. I think I'm just going to use all those great phrases. I'm just going to use the little hello and what?
Lisa likes hello. She uses it a lot.
Well, yeah, I like hello. Hello. I mean, I could use a different one. What do you want me to do? With
No,
heartfelt
that's
sympathy?
It's all good.
Okay. Hello. And I'm going to use, I have a little strip of paper right here that I'm just going to stamp my hello on. Not upside down. Hello. But I got a little bit too much on there, so we'll stamp it again. Sometimes when we stamp little ones, I find I need a couple tries to get it. All right, I did not bring scissors, and that's okay, because I'm going to rip that. And I'm going to use my punch. And this is the, oh, I always ask Dave, and he always looks it up. The double banner punch, perhaps? I'm going to go a little smaller than that. There we go. And because I don't have scissors, I am going to rip that, but I'm also going to bend it because I really don't want that torn look. So I'm just going to fold it like that.
That one is the Banners Pick-a-Punch.
Banners Pick-a-Punch. I was pretty close. And then, of course, we'll pop it up, and that will hold that. Look at what I can do without scissors. I'm, just feeling really resourceful. I tell my students that's like one of the best traits is to be resourceful. Figure it out. So I'm going to stick that little hello there. And then I want a little ribbon or a little something. So I'm going to use the twine from, and this is Baker's Twine Essentials Pack. It comes in lots of different colors. We've got gray, black, kind of an ivory, white, and beige. So I'm going to use the white. Oops, better cover up my ink. You know what happens when we don't do that. And I'm just going to make a bow. Oh, okay. And I'll use the X-Acto to cut the, I was like, oh, scissors, that's okay. We'll use the X-Acto to cut it. There we go. Just make a little knot. Use the X-Acto and don't cut my fingers, right? There we go, that works. And instead of a glue dot, I'm just going to make a glue dot with our glue, like this. Squish it up, stick it on there. It's not clear, but it doesn't matter because it's getting covered up. How about that? Look at that. Isn't that cute? Made with the chalks, and I might trim those just a little bit, but for now I'm fine. I'm going to try my luck at the X-Acto again. Here's, oh, I forgot one thing. I'm going to put a black dot right in the middle using my Take a Pick. I love these matte black dots. I literally just ordered some more because they are just so fun. There we go. All right, so here's the first one I made, and this hello there, that was from the strawberry stamp set. But can you see those?
Yep.
All right, so that hello is a little light, but I like it.
Come a little towards you.
I think it's cute.
Yep.
All right, I have one more to show you. And on this card, I'm going to use alcohol. I'm not going to use I'm going to use the same stamp set, but I'm going to use alcohol instead of water. And then you'll get to see the difference between the two. All right, clear all that off. I'm going to use my Stays On again. I'm going to stamp 3 flowers this time. Right across the middle, 1.
Sandy says it's very cute.
Thank you. You're very cute. 2, and a third one. 3. Okay, let's get my palette back. And what colors would you like to see, Dave? I think I'm going to use, I asked him, but then I decided myself, sorry. Sometimes I do that, I'm going to use the Coastal Cabana. Scrape, 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 scrape. I'm going to use my favorite, the Granny Apple. Love Granny Apple. Love that green.
For some reason, this technique makes me think of Queen of the South.
Oh! There's a lot of drugs in Queen of the South, so if you don't know what he's talking about.
It's a TV show, and yes.
They scrape a lot of things.
They have a
All
lot
right,
of powder.
a lot of powder. I'm going to use the smallest of these. So I'm going to use this one, and I'll go ahead and, this has alcohol in it, okay? So I'm going to squeeze out some of the rubbing alcohol and pick it up and go ahead and paint. So look how much darker it is. Do you see that? Can you see that, Dave?
Yes.
I feel like the alcohol is what I would choose. I like things that are a little bit bolder, but let's go ahead and make that paste. If you were going to use, you wanted a softer look, then you would use the water, which is also fine. All right. So paint all these, la da 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 da, and I'm not going to make you watch me paint all of them. Because while it's exciting and comforting and soothing for me, I don't want to put you asleep. All right, so I color those, and if I want it to, then again to clean this, I can just squish it out onto anything, a cloth, your chamois, until it's clear, because I'm squishing, I'm squeezing and doing that. Here, you want to put the number in the chat of those. And then I could go right into another color. Okay, so like that. All right, so then once I'm done with that, I have decided I want to use that on black. So this piece would go here, right on the black, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp in white of course I have to go back and color those, but that's okay. I'm going to stamp in white using my new favorite, current favorite I should say. My current favorite is Biggest Wish. I love this stamp set. I think it's so fun because you can double up the bold underneath and the bright on top, or black on top. But because I'm using white, I tried doing the double and it just didn't really work. So I'm just going to do happy birthday straight across, actually, and I decided I want to start with birthday, but that's okay. I'm just going to lay the birthday here so I know where the happy goes. All right, so I'm going to put the happy here, try to get it somewhat straight. Happy. It's not straight. You know what we do when it's not straight? Flip it over. And put my birthday there. All right, let's try again. Let me get straight above it, maybe. And if it's not, maybe I'll just purposely make it crooked. That's what I'm going to do. So then it's not, yeah. That makes it a little bit easier for me than trying to get it perfectly straight. And let's put on the birthday, and I'll make that a little bit crooked too. Because then, you know what? It looks like it was meant to be that way. Much easier than trying to get it straight. And then this would go right here.
If you wanted it straight using your Stamparatus, which is not on the road with us.
Yes.
But the Stamparatus would help you get it straight.
Yes. And then the last thing, I'm going to show you the finished card since I showed you that part. The last thing I wanted to add is my dots here. They are the matte, Playful Patterns matte dots. You can see I'm almost out of yellow, but this green, or I don't know, it looks like Pool Party, matches really well. So here's my final card on that one. Isn't that pretty? And I just used the Coastal Cabana because that's my main color for the center. And then on these, I just used the yellow. And you can see these are a little crooked. This was not purposely crooked, which is why on this one, I like that it's a little more crooked. So it looks like I meant to do it that way. But isn't that pretty? So that is our how to use, 2 ways to use, where's my other card? To use the pastels. Where's my, it must be under here. Here it is. So those are 2 easy ways. And you can see, let me just bring this back. Can you see those well? That the watercolor is a little bit lighter, whereas the alcohol is a little bit darker. And I could keep going over this, but eventually you kind of scratch up the paper a bit. So I just really, personally, I like the look of the alcohol because I think it's just bolder. But really pretty, and the chalks you can use in there with a little Q-tip, and how fun is that? Both of those. I think they're very fun. Don't forget, today is going to be your very, very, very last day. Sandy, you guys have got to get registered for Quick Stamp coming up on
the
8th. That's this Thursday. You know I've got some fabulous cards. $15. Just pay it up front, and then come on over. You can always make extra cards if you want to.
So go to thestamperstudio.com and click on the register button.
Thank you. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. Enjoy, be safe with your fireworks, and make sure you sign up for Quick Stamp so you can come on over. We got a couple friends coming, and it'll be a fun party. All right, happy 4th of July.